Hello and welcome to another video with me, Winner Andrew, to another video of Weekly Andrew, in which this week I honestly don't think I really have that much to talk about. Considering, didn't get around to doing things I thought I was going to be able to get to do this week. But, yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and start with anime like normal and everything. So, the one anime I actually got to talk about this week, it is The Ice Guy and his cool female colleague. Full English title right there. Which I'm basically just going to be shorting down to Ice Guy, I think. But, yeah, this anime is honestly just a wholesome romance anime, to be honest. Kind of slice of life as well, I guess. And to be honest, I don't think there's really too much special about it. But one thing I will say is honestly pretty good about it is I don't think there's really any actual complete still shots at all. At least so far from what I can tell. Don't even have like a panning still image or something. And that's mainly just due to the fact that what still images there are technically aren't really still images, considering they have some kind of animation going on at all times. Considering like even close-ups of one of the characters' faces. There's animation there. Because they actually have the eyes moving, which is honestly a first I've actually seen from an anime. I have honestly never seen an anime actually do this with the eyes, where I have it to have the moves moving around slightly. Which I honestly find a bit impressive that they went through the efforts of actually just doing that little bit to actually bring more life into the characters and everything. So yeah, I'm honestly kind of just enjoying it. Nice, wholesome romance anime that you can just relax and watch, I guess. Though it's also a bit of a comedy, I guess. Technically, though the comedy doesn't always hit, to be honest. But, yeah. Overall, pretty good, I think, personally. And also, one thing I'm kind of wondering at this point is considering we are 4 or 5 episodes into the anime now, and we still have not actually seen Yukimin, Himuro's sister. So I'm honestly wondering when she's going to be showing up. Possibly next episode, I honestly don't really know. Gonna be in second half I guess, at this point. Considering how close we are to halfway point of the season already. Seriously doesn't feel like this. We've already gone through nearly half a season of anime. But, yeah, we apparently have, but, yeah, I guess I'll just end that there, considering I don't actually have anything else to really talk about. Considering I didn't get around to actually doing Ginyu Age games this week, mainly just due to the fact that, Devious World was released on Wednesday. The update for that, as I thought it was. But that's not really enough time for me to actually play through it and everything that's added in the update. But one thing I will just go ahead and say about this update is the fact that apparently Devious Worlds kind of had to be split in 2 parts, apparently, because problems with Twine or something. So the game is now currently split between male characters and female characters. So I'm going to have to figure out how to deal with that when it comes to the next video, since I'm of course going to be doing both of them, considering same game and everything. Just going to have to do more work than I normally do for that part of the video next time we get to it. But yeah, that was Devious World. The Lessons in Love update ended up getting released to the public a few weeks ago, and I didn't actually realize that. So yeah, I got a lesson update for Lessons in Love to do, and I went through and checked stuff there for it, and yeah, 2 lost events this time. One for Futaba and one for Ami. Though Futaba also has Makoto, and both of them need to have 49 lust points to get that lust event, which is basically twice as much lust points as I actually had for both of them. And the same thing goes for Ami, basically, considering she basically needed 35. I did not have that 35 lust points for her. Yeah, so Makoto, I couldn't do lust points for her for quite a while now, considering ever since version 25 part 2, we have not been able to actually do anything with Makoto. So I had to go all the way back to before everything that happened in 25 Part 2 and redo everything up from there. Though, before I actually even continued the story, I basically started just grinding away at affection and lust points for all the characters. So at this point, the first 10 of the main characters all have at least 75 affection points and 50 affection point, 50 lust points. Then the other 10 main characters are basically made sure they at least have the minimum requirements for everything at that point, considering I should be able to return to actually grinding those points after I go through this, everything that was set in this update. And then side characters, well, my goal for them is basically to have 50-50, while main characters are 75-50. That's more or less my goal currently, before bringing them up even more after that. But yeah, I don't want to have to go back and redo stuff again, considering I had to do that with the previous event for Kirine's last event, because I would have missed that otherwise. And this time around, once again, I'm going to be missing both of these last events, so I have to go back and do it all again. And yeah, I don't want to have to go back and redo stuff again in future updates. So I'm thinking I'm just going to sit down and grind tons of affection and lust points eventually. After I go through everything that was in this update for Lessons in Love. Yeah. And seriously, I honestly did not expect him to do this with this update. Considering normally when it comes to affection and lust points, there's only ever at most a 10-point increase from the last requirement. At most 10 points. Here, nope, just jumped up 25 points for Makoto. Seriously? Why? And also, why 45 less points? Why not 50? I honestly don't understand that, but sure, whatever, I guess. Uh, First time it hasn't been a multiple of 5 for any less affection or less points, which is weird. But yeah, I don't actually have anything else to really say for Lessons in Love now, I guess. I'll get around to hopefully playing that this week, so I can go over that stuff next week's video. But, yeah, I guess one other thing I kind of have to mention is Trials in Tainted Space. Yeah, I'm pretty sure over a month ago I was kind of saying about something about going over to Tarkus on there. And yeah, I still haven't actually gone there, but I'm pretty sure I am actually about to go there, considering I literally have nothing else I can really do at this point. Considering I still haven't done actually gotten Kiro recruited or Page, but that's basically all that's left. Outside of the main story, continuing main story and everything. Considering, yeah, get those two recruited, and I don't think I can actually do anything else until I continue the main story. And actually go to the second planet that I was supposed to go to however long ago. Considering, yeah, I'm pretty sure I basically got the first probe on Minga in like the first 30 days or something. Took me that long for it. Now, 100 days later, still haven't even gone to Arcus, basically. Yeah. My rival somehow is, of course, not going to have found that second probe on Tarkus yet, despite having like a 2.5 month head start on me. But, whatever. But hopefully I'll be able to get through things a bit quicker, I guess. Actually finish up the last few things I had before moving on to Tarkus, which I honestly don't think is going to take that long, hopefully. But, yeah. That's that stuff. I honestly don't really know what else to talk about. I guess, I kind of started trying to keep track of what anime is getting delays at this point, considering I initially wasn't really paying attention. It's like, anime gets delays, I don't really care. But because how many anime have started getting delays, I kind of started putting a little bit of a list together. I know for sure, or two that have actually gotten delayed at this point. Kashi Triangle and Kubo-san. I'm not exact, and then I'm think possibly Tomo-chan got a delay. I'm not exactly sure, but I know Akashi Triangle and Kubo-san got some delays on them. So those two are know for sure about. I'm pretty sure there's also others that I honestly don't remember at this point. But, yeah. This weekend streams, Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds, going on to Rainbow Valley and possibly finishing the game finally. Seriously, need to get that shit done. I'm also not exactly sure how I'm going to finish it all off, considering if it continues following the same kind of thing that's been doing lately, I would have to do a separate stream just to finish the Rainbow Valley a week later, which is honestly not something I want to do. So possibly I just leave it there at that point when I get locked up by reputation quests. I'm not really sure. But I want to end it at Rainbow Valley, considering that's basically the end of the initial content that was in the game. And I don't have any interest in continuing past that point, considering it's just a massive grind fest for anyone that doesn't just throw tons of money at the game, which is what I've been doing. Just grinding away 24/7. Literally. Just got the game open on my computer 24/7 grinding away. And I want to bring that to an end, finally. So hopefully this will be the end. I will not be continuing the game at all, and I will actually uninstall it, which I honestly think will be a first for me to do. Actually uninstalling the game. Seriously, I honestly don't think I've actually done that before. Uninstalling a game. Well, but, yeah. I guess I don't really have anything else to talk about at this point, so I just guess I'll go ahead and end it here. So, yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.